Listen
Hello,
only
everyone,
mode.
and welcome to Webinar Wednesday. My name is Anthony. I'm a client success specialist here, so thank you for joining us. Last Webinar Wednesday, we talked about the health app blueprint. So if you missed that, you can head over to our YouTube network at youtube.com/mobilesmith, where you can find our Mobilesmith training channel, and you can view that webinar on there, or you can contact your client success rep and get a link to view the last webinar's recording. This week, we'll be talking about the AppBlock Photo Gallery. So our UI and product specialist, Tony, will be walking you through the AppBlock and explaining how you can set it up and showing you an example of what you can achieve when using this AppBlock in the platform. So with that, I'll pass it over to Tony.
All right, thanks, Anthony. Like Anthony said, we'll be walking you guys through how to set up the Photo Gallery AppBlock. So this AppBlock can be configured in one of two ways. The first way would be just a standard, how you would think a photo gallery would be. Just you would have nice images to display, and the user can look at them on a list. And then you can have like a title and maybe a date. And the second way you can utilize the Photo Gallery AppBlock is to allow users to upload photos from their phone to the AppBlock itself, so that you're almost building a community photo gallery. So again, just a generic photo gallery where you don't allow users to upload photos, and then you can allow them to upload photos. So you have a few options when configuring the Photo Gallery AppBlock. And with that, we'll just go right into creating it. So I've got my app project open, and I want to add a Photo Gallery AppBlock. So I'm going to come to the left-hand side and click on Add New AppBlock. Of course, like every other AppBlock, I'll give it a name. And we will choose the List Photo Gallery AppBlock. Initially, it'll give you an option to use folders as navigation. We're going to leave that unchecked, and we'll hit Apply. So it'll bring you right to the configuration section. You have the option of changing the way you want the photos sorted. You can leave it by default. It'll be just sorted by the last updated, or the last photo that was uploaded. We'll come down to these last four settings. Use folders and navigation. Again, we're not going to use that, but if you wanted to, you could set up folders to have different categories of photos. You can require image approval, which you would do that manually in the Mobilesmith platform. If you want to allow users to upload photos to the gallery. And then you have the option to disable upload. And this is where we were talking about how you could allow the user to upload their photos to the photo gallery and have almost like a community gallery. So if you wanted them to be able to upload, you just leave it unchecked. And then if you just want a standard gallery where users can upload, then you just would check disable upload. And then, of course, with every AppBlock that has a canvas, you can do an instructions view. So if you wanted a nice one-page screen that popped up before they accessed the photo gallery, you can include some sort of instruction or a nice welcome message or something, but we'll leave that unchecked. So after you've configured everything, the next step would just be to hit apply. And then we can come to our AppBlock we just created and go to data mapping. By default, these fields are already loaded there for you. The photo, comments, location, and date and time. So these are all fields that you can enter in to start building out your photo gallery. The next thing we'll do is come to App Office, And here we could start adding our photos. So if you want to have a few that are already preloaded, you can go ahead and add new record and start building your gallery out. If you want to just leave it blank, then the next step we would go to is phone canvases and then the empty list view. So if you're not uploading anything and you want purely just the users to submit photos to the gallery, you'd want something on your empty list, just so they can say, so they can see something like, hey, there aren't any photos yet, click plus to, or click here to add one. So we would start to lay out our canvases depending on the configuration settings. Photo list, obviously that's the list of all the photos, and you can drag your row down so that you can pretty much size the photo however you want. And then the detail view, again, this is here by default. And then this bottom part here is where you can, add the comments, add the location, and then the date and time. So these few fields that are available to you, you can kind of customize how you want. From there, I'd like to show you a completed example of this. And in this example, we are not using the option to allow users to upload photos, but I'll show you both. So I don't really have anything for empty lists, but you could see now in my list canvas, I've got some examples here with a title and the image, and then for the detail view, the full size image and a comment. So I'm sure you're wondering what that looks like on the device, and I will show you that now. So here we go. Here's our photo gallery list. You can scroll to see more. You can click on one to see more information, title, and the comments. And then, like I said, in this example, I'll show you that that option to allow users to upload their own. And by default, this AppBlock already puts the nice little camera icon in the navigation bar, so you don't have to worry about that. If you've checked it in configuration, in the configuration section, it'll already be there by default. So we would click on the camera icon to go ahead and upload one. So it gives you a couple options. You can take a new photo, or you can choose one that you've already taken. And then we'll hit submit, and it'll populate. So that is basically the Photo Gallery AppBlock. Again, you have the option of allowing users to upload their own or not. If you decide not to, the camera icon won't show, and it'll just purely be display. That's basically it. We'll open up the floor for questions or any comments that you guys may have, and we'd be glad to answer them.
So one of the questions coming in is, how does the photo gallery differ from creating this in a Flex?
Okay, yeah, so that's a good question. The main difference between building this photo gallery out with the Photo Gallery AppBlock or the Flex would be the ability for the user to swipe through each photo on their device, and I can show you that here. So I've got a image pulled up on my phone in the app. This is the detail view. And with the Photo Gallery AppBlock, you can simply just swipe left to right to see the images or the photos. With the Flex, you're not able to actually do this. You'd have to go back to the list and pick a new one. So the nice added feature there for the Photo Gallery AppBlock is a nice swipe to see all the photos in your gallery. Okay, good question. So the question was, can you explain more about the location field? So by default, that field is there for you, and the app will try to pull the location based off of the photo that was taken. So in the back end, in the metadata, the app can recognize that. So you can see, on that photo I uploaded, in the example, it had Raleigh, North Carolina. So I took this photo in Raleigh, and it pulled it from my location. But you also do have the ability to put whatever you want there. So in the case of when the user uploads the photo, it will pull from the photo on your phone based off the location. But as you can see in the standard images here, I put in main lobby, Reading Healthplex and Green Roof. I put those specific locations in. So you've got that flexibility there.
All right, so it looks like we don't have any more questions rolling in here, so we'll go ahead and begin to conclude this webinar. Thank you so much, Tony, for walking us through how to set up the Photo Gallery AppBlock. Again, this is being recorded, so the recording will get uploaded on our Client Success webinar webpage, as well as on our YouTube MobileSmith training site. Before we wrap up here, I'd like to announce our challenge for this week. That's part of our weekly challenge program. This week, we are on week 5. You'll have to design a home canvas with the graphics that we provide and send us a test build of that app with the home canvas you've designed. So after this webinar concludes, we'll send out an email, just like we have done in the previous weeks, that will contain all the graphics you need to use. You have to take those graphics, design a home canvas, and then email that back in to our clientsuccess@mobilesmith.com email. As a reminder, you will get an entry into our prize drawing that will be on December 14th for a chance to win a $200 Amazon gift card. So be sure to do the challenge each week to get a new entry each week for more chances to get that $200 Amazon gift card. As always, if you have any questions regarding the webinar or anything with MobileSmith, please be sure to contact your Client Success rep. We'd be happy to answer those questions for you. Again, thank you so much for joining, and we see you guys on the next webinar where we'll be discussing platform extensions. So we'll be going through NPIs, local applets, and setting up HTML5 code widgets on the platform. So be sure to tune into that. That will be on November 2nd. You guys have a great day. Thank you.